that they're financially stable. We don't want them coming in here and sticking their hand in the cookie jar of the village of Shorewood or what have you. So we do the background check. We have a discussion about what kind of conditions of employment you want to offer that candidate, wages, benefits, vacation time, what have you, and then we will negotiate the employment agreement with the candidate and bring it back to the village board for approval. Very quickly, we'll also take care of the transition matters. We'll help you with an evaluation. We provide what we call management counsel. That's an option for you. And then Tyler indicated to me that Chris has decided to leave sooner rather than later, and he asked about interim management services. I have a handout here for that to provide you interim village manager services.
Interim, like 15 years, or?
It's negotiable. 15 years, maybe not. Basically, since time is running short, let me just say this, that
Let's pick one of our questions, so
well,
actually,
we will come in, actually it'll be me. We're proposing to come in 3 days a week, be on call 24/7, respond to all emergencies where the village manager's presence is required, attend all the village board meetings, all of the committee and commission meetings that the village board feels it's important for the manager to be at. So that's going to be above and beyond being here on site 24 hours a week. Our fee for that is $2,500 a week. It's $10,000 a month to provide that service. However, if you would like us to do both the recruitment and the interim management, our fee, as you saw in our proposal for the recruitment, was $17,900. I talked my boss, Jeff Romer, into combining this and giving you a blue light special. So basically, if we did both the interim management and the recruitment, the interim management would be $10,000 a month, the recruitment would drop from $17,900 to $7,900. So essentially, you get the interim management for a month at really no cost. I'm sorry? If we did both, then the search would drop from $17,900 to $7,900.
you just get rid of the one at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 10,000.
First month's free.
Yeah, so he's saying that your first month would be free.
Yeah, so basically, you kind of get me here on site.
Yeah.
It wouldn't cost anything. Also, if you don't like our approach to the recruitment, but you like our approach to interim management, you can pick and choose here. It's a la carte. So you can hire me to be your interim manager, you can hire me to do the recruitment, or you can hire us to do both. It's entirely up to you. I try to stay on time. So let me just leave you with this. I'm sure you're interviewing three really good firms. Two things I suggest you look at, whether you hire us or not. Number one, hire the firm that you feel really comfortable with, the individual you really feel comfortable working with, that you think to yourself, yeah, I can sit down and have coffee with him and we'll get some stuff done. And second of all, think about this in terms of $1 million decision. You're going to be paying a new village manager $100,000 a year plus benefits. You want him here at least 5 years. That's very close to $1 million. Anything after 5 years is frosting on the cake in this profession. So think of it in those terms as well. Okay, I went 16 minutes. Questions?
How many recruitment processes have you actually led?
15 or 20.
Okay.
There was a 3-year period where I didn't do any. But that's when I took that gig in with the city of Waukesha.
You didn't mention any psychological psychological evaluation of candidates.
Yeah.
Do you not recommend that?
The evaluation, that's in our proposal. We will, we're proposing that we could help you do either a 6-month and/or 12-month evaluation. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I was saying, your proposal doesn't include a psychological
No,
evaluation.
it does not.
Have you found those to not be useful, or why do you not?
For this position, and I've gone through them when I've taken positions, Whitefish Bay put me through one. I don't find them particularly helpful, to be honest with you. You are not going to be hiring a rookie administrator here. You're going to be hiring somebody with some background and some skill sets. Personally, I think for this community, it would be a waste of money. But if you want to do one, we can certainly arrange for it, and then you just simply pay the fee.
So you had indicated that you don't have a guarantee on this. What do you think guarantees are, and
Here's why
what's your philosophy?
I know some of the firms will do the guarantees and say, okay, if the guy doesn't work out, we'll do it again. Here's why we don't do a guarantee. The reason is that you all hold the cards, and you decide whether or not that person is going to succeed or not, and we have no control over that. And so we don't guarantee anything we have no control over. I know some firms will do that, and we do not. I'm just going to be honest with you about it.
I think it was your proposal that said you would renegotiate a renewal, or not? Was that?
Oh, if we had an unsuccessful search and you wanted us to try it again, yeah, we would negotiate a new fee for that. It'd be a pretty inexpensive fee. I've never had that happen.
Okay. Did you talk about an adjusted timeline given?
No. Adjusted timeline, the timeline that I gave you, probably what I would suggest, and I was kind of thinking about that on the airplane this afternoon, that you could probably reduce that by about 6 weeks, which would get you a new village manager maybe as early as August 1st, but truthfully, I wouldn't plan on anything much earlier than that. It's kind of funny, I'm down in Florida right now, right? Marco Island, we're down in Naples, Marco Island's right next door. They want to hire a recruitment firm. I looked at the RFP and I thought, well, this would be kind of cool to come down here and do a search. And the timeline they gave was so unrealistic that I will not submit a proposal. I think what they're doing is unprofessional, I won't do it.
Too fast?
Pardon?
Too fast?
Yeah, they want it done in a 6-week period, from advertisement to start a position. Can't happen. I suspect they might already know who they are. Yes?
Yeah. What do you see in your experience as enough candidate submittals to be a successful recruitment?
Ooh, that's a tough one. The good news is that there are more people looking for quality positions now than there were from 2006 through 2010 or 11.
Why is that?
And an awful lot of that had to do with the fact that people had houses they were afraid they weren't able to sell when the economy crashed. Some of it still has to do with the fact that we have an awful lot of two-income households now, and so a lot of people still have to think about a spouse getting a job. I didn't do this recruitment, but I do know that there was a administrator in suburban Green Bay, took a position in the northwest part of the state. His wife couldn't get a job. He stayed there a year and then went back to his old job. They took him back. Oh, I didn't answer your question. So today, if you could get, I would say you should expect 50 to 70 applicants for this job.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
You mentioned advertising. that were expensive and ineffective, so could you name a couple?
Newspapers.
Oh. Okay, I'll buy that.
Putting that in the Milwaukee Journal is very expensive, but we get you relatively little.
Yeah.
Um,
I have another thing.
Go for it.
Oh, sorry.
Can you, talk
I
about?
gotta come up here because I'm still hard of hearing.
Oh.
I am getting old.
I'm sorry, can you talk about the public meetings in terms of developing a profile? And then
Sure.
would you suggest having public meetings with the final candidates also? Or just talk about how we would involve the
Yeah,
public?
we will have, I think the proposal says we'll do 2 public meetings, and actually, if you want to do more than that, we'll do more than that. But 2 is usually enough, and you might want to advertise that to particular stakeholders, a chamber of commerce, a business association, some of the movers and shakers in the community that you work with on a regular basis. And we will also offer to them to fill out the prioritization survey and use their info to develop the candidate profile. When it comes down to the finalists, we do not do group meetings, group interviews. We don't get everybody in the room together and have tea and crumpets. I find it very awkward for you all to try to get around to the candidates, depending on how many there are. And it's very awkward for the candidates to try to compete with 2, 3, 4, 5 other people for your attention. I think you get much more out of one-on-ones than you do out of group settings. And so if you want to do one, we'll do it. I discourage it. I'll just say it that way. Yes?
So you're the project team manager and you listed so many great other activities that you're involved with. So how do you manage that? How many employees would we come into contact with?
Probably only me.
Oh,
The only time you come in contact with others in our group is if some particular issue came up, maybe with the police department or in public works, where we might bring somebody else in as a specialist, but I'm your guy. And-
So we
Yeah.
kind of have an advantage time-wise if we wanted you to do the interim thing because you don't want to go to Florida in the summertime. That's when
Oh, your timing is perfect.
yeah,
Yeah,
it really is.
it really is. Yeah, in fact, I have no trips scheduled this summer at all. Last summer I was gone a good part of that time period too, but not this year, so if you hire us, it would work out very, very well.
And you live close by or you live in Waukesha?
I live in Waukesha, yeah, so it's a 30-minute drive, I think.
It's out by Iowa somewhere.
No.
What do you think candidates would find interesting or attractive? I mean, what do we present as a village that would be attractive to candidates?
You have a very vibrant downtown. You have a very stable government structure. One of the things that candidates look at is turnover in the position. And you've not had a lot of turnover in this position going back to my friend Cheryl Abbey, and I don't even know who preceded Cheryl. But I go back to Cheryl Abbey days, and so Cheryl was long-term, Chris was long-term,
Ed Madeir?
Ed Madeir was long-term. So candidates look at that a lot. They look at the issues within the community, of course. What do I have that's going to challenge me professionally? And I think you have a lot of issues going on that they would find very, very interesting to work on. Just based on what I know about the North Shore from my days in Whitefish Bay. So Madeir was the village manager when I was in Whitefish Bay, and we worked very closely together at that time. So this is a plum community for people looking for a stable environment. That's really what you have to offer. And so while candidates come in and they want to sell themselves to you, we sell the plum to them as well. to attract really good candidates.
But what you're saying is Shorewood's a relatively easy sell
Yeah, I think so.
compared to.
Yeah.
High crime.
Compared to, I don't want to cast aspersions at any other
Yeah,
community.
then that's great.
Yeah.
West Milwaukee be tough. Um,
But they've got a new syntax now.
Well, you have a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I was just looking out the window.
I'm glad that's up.
So when you're looking for, building up the list of candidates, you do the advertising stuff, but do you have other means of, do you know things that are out there that can, where you can kind of bring people into it?
Beyond that, we make personal contacts. Once we develop a position profile and I really know what you're interested in as a candidate, then we